If you sleep less than 6 hours a night, your brain does not fully clean itself. This does not happen all at once. It happens slowly, quietly, night after night, inside your brain. Tiny waste particles are produced every day. They are a normal byproduct of thinking, learning, and being awake. Normally, your brain removes this waste while you sleep. But when sleep is short, this cleaning process becomes incomplete. You may not notice it immediately. You may still function. You may still work, think, and talk normally. But deep inside, your brain is slowly accumulating damage. This is not about feeling tired. This is about how your brain survives. Long term. Most people think of sleep as rest, a passive state where nothing important happens. Biologically, this is completely wrong. Sleep is one of the most active states of the brain, while your body becomes still. Your brain shifts into a powerful maintenance mode. Neural connections are reviewed. Unnecessary. Signals are weakened. Important memories are stabilized. And most importantly, your brain begins a deep cleaning process. This process does not happen when you are awake. It does not happen during light sleep. It happens primarily during deep sleep. Without enough deep sleep, the brain cannot fully recover. Scientists discovered that the brain has its own waste removal system. They call it the glymphatic system. This system works by pumping cerebrospinal fluid through the brain tissue. As this fluid moves, it flushes out. Toxic waste products that accumulate during the day. One of these waste products is a protein associated with cognitive decline. During deep sleep, the space between brain cells expands. This allows fluid to flow more freely. Think of it like a city at night. Traffic slows down, cleaning crews move in. The streets are cleared before morning, but this system has one critical requirement: time. If sleep is shortened, the cleaning process stops before it is finished. When you consistently sleep less than 6 hours, the glymphatic system does not complete its job. Waste proteins remain trapped between neurons. At first, the brain compensates. It works harder, signals fire faster to maintain performance. But compensation has a cost. Communication between neurons becomes less efficient. Signal clarity decreases. Mental processing slows down. This is why chronic sleep deprivation does not feel dramatic at first. The damage is gradual and cumulative. One of the first regions affected by poor sleep is the hippocampus. This part of the brain is responsible for forming new memory sand, converting experiences into long-term storage. Sleep deprivation weakens this process. Information is harder to retain. Learning becomes slower. Recall becomes less reliable. This is not a motivation problem. It is a biological limitation without sufficient sleep. The brain simply cannot store information efficiently. Over time, this leads to persistent mental fog and reduced cognitive performance. Sleep loss does not only affect thinking, it also affects emotion when you are sleep deprived. The amygdala becomes more reactive. This is the brain's emotional alarm system. It detects threats and triggers emotional responses at the same time. The prefrontal cortex becomes less effective. This region is responsible for reasoning, impulse control, and emotional regulation. The result is imbalance. Emotions become stronger, control becomes weaker. This explains why lack of sleep increases anxiety, irritability, and stress sensitivity. When sleep deprivation becomes chronic, the effects extend beyond daily performance. Long-term studies show that insufficient sleep is associated with increased risk of cognitive decline. The brain is resilient, but it depends on regular recovery. Sleep is not optional. It is not a luxury. It is biological maintenance. Without it, the brain slowly loses its ability to repair itself effectively. The most important thing to understand is this: the brain can recover. Consistent, high-quality sleep restores the brain's cleaning system. Waste removal improves. Neural communication stabilizes. Cognitive clarity returns. Recovery does not happen overnight, but it does happen. Sleep is not wasted time. It is an investment time long-term. Brain health. Your brain works for you every day. Thinking, deciding, remembering. Sleep is how you protect it. Understanding sleep is the first step toward protecting your mind. This is NeuroSleep Lab, where sleep science meets brain health.